What's up, y'all? It's TruthTiger, and today I'm going to talk about how chosen ones will be stalked by random people. I wasn't even going to make a video today. I was going to take a little break to just kind of creatively and energetically recharge, but I had something happen today, and I have to make this video because it's the weirdest, strangest phenomenon. I never used to have random people follow me around and be up in my space and do this kind of stuff. And today I was at work, and during my lunch break I went outside to hit one of these little gas station vapes. Be healthy, stay away from the nicotine, stay away from the tobacco. Don't follow the tiger here on this one, but it's something I do to help me de-stress. And yes, it's not the healthiest, but I do it. So anyways, I'm out there hitting my little vape, it's a little walking trail, little area to sit down. I'm there doing it. And over by the walking trail, this guy's walking by. And, he's probably about 40 feet or so away from me. I'm sitting at this little spot, and he's by the walking trail over here. And he just stops for about a minute, right parallel to where I am. In the middle of the path, he stops and waits for a whole minute. And I'm like, he's hoping I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna like bump into him. So I just wait. I figure he can't stand there forever. He's gonna look a little he's gonna look weird. We got some ambulances coming by here, some fire trucks and stuff. But yeah, he's just waiting there for a whole minute. And then finally he walks ahead, and I'm watching him at this point. And then he stands in front of the entrance to my building for like another solid 20-30 seconds, just standing there. And he's waiting for me to walk in so that I can bump into him accidentally. I don't know what he wanted to say to me or what was up with it or what was going on, but if you want to talk to me, just come say, "Hey, what's up, bro?" And I'll have a little conversation with you. But you don't have to do this weird stalking, following, up in your business behavior. And I think there's some kind of monitoring spirit that these people have. I've heard people talk about this. There's a monitoring spirit in them. They want to watch you. But I've had this happen with so many random strangers. I've had a few haters do this to me too. And I'm gonna retell a few stories I've told before, but I remember back when I smoked cigarettes, I was on a walking trail smoking a cigarette, and this lady comes up to me. She's standing an inch away from me, so close to me. She's by my side, standing. She's almost pressing her body up against me. And I remember I kind of look over, I'm like, "What's up here?" And I kind of wait for her to say something. She says, "It's illegal to smoke cigarettes on this trail," and it's not. And even if it was, it's a weird thing to say to someone. And I'm like, "I don't think it is." And then she kind of just walks away, and I'm like, that's a weird thing to just come right up into someone's business to say, and probably something she made up anyways. And then to retell another story that I've told earlier, when I was living at an old place I used to live at, there was another walking trail there. I'm walking on it. This guy is riding on his bike, and he has like all these kind of Christmas light stuff on his bike. It wasn't quite Christmas lights, but that's the only way I can describe it. The lights were more like white and purple and green or something. I think it was white and purple lights. But I hear this bike behind me, and I expect the bike to just whoosh past me like most people do. You're walking, they're on a bike, they just zoom past you, whatever. So I kind of step to the side, a little dark out. I think he doesn't see me, but he's just there on his bike for, like a minute straight. And, to stay on your bike at walking speed, you got to really balance. You can't really pedal. And finally, I just stop. And he goes past me really slowly, and he's just staring at me the whole time. And I'm just like, dude, that is so creepy. I mean, I've never had a gang of people stalk me. I've heard people talk about gang stalking a lot. It's only been individuals with me. It's never been a whole gang of people, but I could see where if you get a few people like that together and they're really losers who don't have stuff going on, they could decide to spend time in their life just like following you around and stuff. And I don't know, people have a level of interest in us that's, we don't really see it, you know, like, I don't know, another one on the same walking trail at my old place. There was like a group of 3 dudes on like these, I forget what they were, but some kind of motor scooters or something. I think they were on the one-wheel one where you can balance. But I'm walking, and they're going a lot faster than me. So I'm like, all right, these guys will just whiz right past me on these little scooter things they have, or the one-wheel thing that you balance on. I forget what it was, but... And then they would, like, stop ahead of the trail, wait for me to, like, walk up to them. Then they'd go ahead. And then I remember I sat on a bench. And then what do you know? They're stopping in front of that same bench. And they're saying about how they're waiting for someone or whatever. But I'm just like, man, like everywhere I go, these guys are just there somehow. And I'm walking pretty slowly. And they're on these scooter things. And it's just like, how are these random people just so up in my space? This never used to happen. This one would never happen. But now it's like, I'll just have these random people up in my space and up in my business. And it's creepy. It's creepy, it's weird, it's strange, and they don't have good intentions. No one who is going to be stalking around you has good intentions. They're trying to get up in your business, cause problems, just like be creepy, be weird, maybe try to get you in trouble for something. I don't know, but it's just weird stuff with this. Did not used to happen before I woke up. Did not used to happen before I went on God's chosen path. I'm not really anybody special. I'm a normal guy. I follow Jesus Christ. I believe in God. You know, I'm not caught up in the matrix in terms of that, in terms of organized religion, or, you know, I know that I have to battle against my own ego, and I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have to like love my fellow and be kind to others, and I have to do good in the world. I mean, I'm not a perfect person at all, you know, but I just know what God's path truly is, and I know that I truly do have a God above me and below me too, holding me up as well. You know, I got a solid rock of God, you know, keeping my feet steady as well, but I got God above me, you know, guiding me too. And you know, I just know that there's so much more to this world than money, and than fitting in, than societal conformity. I know that this world is all spiritual, and there's higher dimensions and higher realms, and there's so much bigger than this 3D stuff we see. You know, there's so much bigger things out there than this third dimension that we live in. So, I don't know. I mean, the people stalking, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why they do it. I don't know what their intentions are, but it's something I've observed and seen, and you know, I've seen it a lot since I have woken up and, you know, really followed God for real. Not in an agenda, fake, weird kind of way, but following God in a real, genuine way. So, yeah, you know, when you wake up and you get on the chosen path, random people will, like, stalk you. It's very weird. It's disturbing. It's strange. But I would say just don't let it get to you. Like with the guy today, I ignored him. I knew that he wouldn't be hanging around there forever. I knew that eventually he would need to move on. And he did. So just take your time, let him walk on past you, and yeah. I don't know what else to say, you know, but there are weird people who will stalk you. And just try not to get too paranoid about it. Don't think everybody's stalking you. Don't carry it around with you too much. You know, you don't want to be thinking like everyone's stalking you and being all paranoid. And else, I don't make a whole thing where I'm this big diva celebrity and I got all these paparazzi following me around. I mean, I guess it kind of is like that, but I don't really get a big head about it. Like I'm so big and important that they want to follow me. It's just something that happens, and I kind of accept it for what it is and just move on and don't get too tripped up about it. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. Much love. God bless. And I will see you all next time.